Hey everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today's video is about top tier gas. Is top tier gas worth it? So is it worth the price to spend a little bit more? Before you get started, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon when we notify new videos. And I really appreciate that thumbs up. That helps the channel a lot. Thank you very much in advance. Okay folks, there was an article from Consumer Reports that showed that top tier gas is worth the extra price. AAA analysts revealed that gas with detergent additives can keep your engine running smoothly. It's a very interesting article. Of course, there are a lot of different articles about top tier gas and is it really worth the price or are you just wasting your money? It's not talking about premium gas compared to regular gas or mid grade. So that's octane level. This is totally different. So this article goes on to say that having top tier gas with the special additives and detergent can actually keep your intake valves on your vehicle clean for the combustion engine. So that's something to really think about. Is it really worth spending the money or be super frugal and save the money? So we always talk about frugality, right? And sometimes you have to spend a little to save a little too. So, and this article goes on to say that using an independent engine test lab that specializes in fuel analysts, AAA sought to answer the question: is top tier gas worth the price? And the short answer they said is yes, and they have some facts to back this up. I mean, a lot of people have encountered issues with the valve and they need the valve cleaning on the vehicles, especially with direct injection nowadays with all the new pollution laws and stuff like that. So I'm just going to point out some key facts that might be interesting to note on the top tier gas. Definitely there's some, like I mentioned earlier, there's some additives in the gas and different additives from different companies. Like you go to Chevron or you go to Shell or you go to 76. So the article talks about the additives and stuff like that, but it doesn't talk about the proprietary additives that each um, gasoline provider vendor has in there, of course, right? Different detergent. You probably noticed the Shell advertisement or the 76 or Chevron advertisement, how their detergent is more better than the competitors because all the gas is really the same. Some of the refineries are actually the same refineries, then they get shipped to different retailers, right? Top tier gas pretty much was developed in 2004, and there's some standards set up for it. And what does it buy you with top tier gas? It talks about rough idling, those problems go away, acceleration hesitation, knocking, pinging, and reduced fuel economy. I think the thing you probably notice the most is horsepower, acceleration, and fuel economy. And, rough idle, you probably notice it as well too. So if you're using cheap gas, your car's not running right, or you have some check engine light or some other indication of issues coming with your gas you're using. So keep that in mind. What you pay is what you get. Especially if you own a car, it's a good idea to use good quality gas. So you head off expensive repair bills in the future. So it also talks about different manufacturers. Actually, there are 8 of them that got together and recommended top tier gas. And it doesn't matter which vehicle is it. Toyota is also part of Lexus, by the way. Honda and Acura is the same company. You got Audi, BMW, Fiat, Chrysler, General Motors, etc. Right? So the goal of preserving the engine original performance and emission over time. So emission laws has to push the boundaries for this. And direct injection engines are very prone. Port injection, I read, is a very good feature, but a lot of them nowadays are direct injection, like the Hyundais and even the Hondas, and a lot of different brands of Volkswagen are moving towards that direction. So, who is the top retailers that do the special top tier gas? With the additives and stuff, and of course, different retailers have different formulas, so you get different results. And not all of them participate in the top tier gas thing. That gas standards. So keep that in mind. Don't just assume that if gas is top tier and you do your research. It's very important. It's really up to you to not only look at the price per gallon, but also look at what kind of quality detergent and fuel that you have. So if your car is having a problem, you might want to try a different retailer. So you got vendors like 76, you got Valero, Costco, Shell, that's to name a few. Chevron, so see which one fits you. Valero is a refiner as well too. You've seen Texaco dealerships and stuff like that. And be careful which one you choose. They're different detergent. Some people say this one works better than others. If your car is having a problem, definitely you got to be alert about this thing. So just want to bring the subject up. Usually I don't go into details, but I thought these articles, there's a lot of them that people talk about having problems with the vehicles, with specific fuels and stuff like that. So that's something important to note when you shopping for gas as well too. So there's a time to be frugal and there's a time to be, spin a little. So you want to avoid a major problem. So they did a study according to this. See the picture on the left, new valve. That's how it looks like when it's new. The top tier one, of course, there's some carbon buildup. You can see it's not that bad, but there's some. And the one on the right is only at 4,000 miles. And you can see all the carbon buildup for that in particular. So that's quite a bit. Multiply that by 60,000 miles, for example, right? So, it's going to be quite a bit, 10 times it, 40,000 miles. Just for suppose that's the case, right? Using cheap fuel. So let's talk about how they did their lab study, I guess, and what kind of fuel and 6 fuels were used and etc., right? So it's just only 4,000 miles, 100 hours on cycle to represent 4,000 miles of use. That's how bad it is. I guess how dirty it is. For new pollution laws, and more engines are controlled by computers. Pollution is a key factor in the technology evolution right now. So, of course, you also have problems with the valve, and you don't want to spend a lot of money on valve cleaning over time. This could definitely add up. From the gas money you save, you can spend it all on the intake valve cleaning. So if you're looking for a combustion engine as well too. So that's something to note. Top tier gas had 19 fewer carbon deposits, intake valves, and combustion chamber when compared to regular gas. So also AAA found top tier gas can have effective cleansing effect, reducing intake valve deposits by 45 to 72% when used over 5,000 mile interval. Variations in the results is attributed to the detergent used by different brands. So let's keep that in mind. So not even they say it's top tier, you got to do your research. Top tier, well, top tier means they have a lot of detergent and additives. But question is, are those effective? Which ones do you choose? I mean, don't just go to Bob's gas station and assume everything is going to be perfect. Even when it's on the list, it's not guaranteed to be perfect. That's what a lot of retailers advertise a lot, how their gas is better than others. You've probably seen the commercials I mentioned, right? Bottom line is, study shows that motorists will benefit from top tier gas primary fuel. So anyway, so that's the article I'm sharing. I'm going to show you a few other things as well. Here's the offer, but there's a lot of different articles around the internet you probably could see, and also a lot of YouTube videos on this subject in particular as well too. So another one I want to point out is, especially direct injection nowadays, this could be really costly. I mean, look at for this one, for example. This person's advertising BMW power loss, poor fuel economy, and rough idling. Yeah, dealer costs around $1,000 to do this exact same carbon cleaning service, right? So, yeah, some places you get cheaper, $350. But that's definitely something that you can't really do yourself unless you have all the equipment and such, right? So, it's going to be coming down the line. No matter it's a BMW, or it's a Hyundai, or it's especially a Honda or other brands. I mean, this happens, all right? So how's the process really work? BMW intake carbon blasting process. I mean, that's their process for BMW. It may different from vendor. And it talks about BMW engines offering carbon blasting cleans the intake valve using a compressed air-driven media blaster and softened walnut shells. And also there's also manifold is removed, etc. Right? So there's a pretty long process and does cost quite a bit of money over time. So when you fill up the gas, don't just look at the price. I'm trying to say. Also look at what kind of additives. Pros and cons will cost you a little bit more. Long term, you're gonna benefit more. You don't have to expensive repairs, so you're not saving a whole lot of money, of only some few pennies and stuff like that. And that could add up to be a big bill if you start saving a few pennies and spend thousands just to fix the vehicle over time. So, okay, folks, hopefully this is helpful. Thumbs up, I really appreciate this, and hope you share this video as well too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.